With the Newtown massacre at Sandy Hook School just about a week behind us now, the coverage has evolved. The reactions and conversations have begun to focus, changing from simply raw emotions of sorrow, disbelief, and outrage to issues and questions about gun control, mental health, school safety.
Whether or not we need assault-type weapons on the street, or whether or not they should.
And broader issues, the role of the media, a culture of violence.
Saved many human lives. And I can tell you it broke.
And it seems that this tragedy is perhaps a tipping point, not just another mass killing, but one that demands some kind of response.
Does the president think that he needs to capitalize on this, get this conversation going, and see some action in the short term?
There have been disasters that, for one reason or another, have focused the country on particular problems and solutions. In the 1930s, there were plenty of plane crashes, but the 1934 crash outside Kirksville, Missouri, got more attention than most. A U.S. senator was among its victims, and the crash prompted congressional inquiries, hearings, and investigations, which determined that there was inadequate weather forecasting, poor communications, and a faulty guidance system. Findings that would lead to greater federal control over aviation, tougher rules and regulations, and safer air travel. But of course, it did not bring the end of plane crashes. For others, the loss of so many innocent lives in Newtown brought to mind the 1958 Our Lady of Angels fire in Chicago. 92 students and 3 nuns perished. And just like the Sandy Hook shootings, a community, a nation mourned and looked for answers, someone or something to blame, something that could be done. A boy had started the fire, but the real focus would be on the building. The lack of protection for all those kids, the flammable materials, the lack of fire doors and fire escapes, sprinklers, a fire code that just wasn't tough enough. And after the investigation, a fire safety official said there were no new lessons, just old lessons that went unheeded. But across the country, school buildings were changed, especially the old ones, and codes and enforcement were toughened.
That you're not alone in your grief. That our world too has been torn apart.
Every tragedy has a unique and complex combination of factors and circumstances, but over time what really distinguishes some of them is the reaction, making them not just another plane crash or another fire or another mass killing. These are the tragedies when the nation doesn't just hurt, but changes because of it.